Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Anthony. I go by Dragon Masters Finds, and you can find me a lot of the time talking and conversing in different live chats and hanging out with my friends here in the reselling community. Wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been talked about lately, and that is resellers like myself who've had a kind of a hard time lately with eBay sales not really being where they need to be for us to continue to do this full-time exclusively as just one solitary thing for an income. Now, I want you to know that as a small-time reseller and pretty new to this, I've only been doing this about 9 or 10 months, I would say, full-time. I want to give my story and tell you some of my experiences. So I'm going to be pretty candid with you guys, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my backstory. And I've mentioned this before in different lives and stuff that I've been in, and I've never shied away from it at all. There's been a lot of talk saying around if you cannot make it as just a full-time reseller that you should maybe reconsider reselling altogether or quit, and I just don't believe that at all. I think that the thing that I enjoy the most about this community is that we support one another, at least those that are genuine and kind-hearted. Do I think that it has been relatively rough? Yeah. Do I think that there's anything wrong with having a part-time job or picking up a full-time job and doing reselling either full-time with a part-time job or part-time reselling with a full-time job? No, I think all those things are great. I think that it's a nice way that if you have to go back to working a full-time job and get benefits and things like that and find a way to support your family the best that you can, that you do that. You do whatever it is that works for you and get done what you need to get done in order to take care of yourself and your family and your health and your mental health. So, I don't know why I was mentioned a few times in different videos this week, and one of them was from my buddy Paige, the 1 Foot Flipper, who's a great guy and just a genuine good reseller, good knowledge, and you can learn a lot of things from watching his videos. And he shouted me out and said, for people to come over here and check me out, and that means a lot. Then I was also mentioned in a video that was titled something along the lines of like, if you're, I forget exactly what it was, and on Max Fast Talking Flippers channel, I was mentioned in that video, but it didn't feel like the type of video that I would want to be mentioned in, because it said something along the lines as the title, if you're like, you're failing at reselling, you need to quit reselling or something like that, whatever the title was. My personal belief is that you do whatever it is that is best for you. So I'll tell you a little bit about my backstory and how I got into reselling. And like I said, I've mentioned this before in lives, and if you've ever come across me or seen me on Soda City Flips channel or on the Anytime Picker, most unprofessional reseller live with Roman and Lissa, I've always been very candid. I got into reselling full time. I quit my job. I used to work for Frito-Lay as a delivery driver, and it was just not a good and healthy work environment for me, to the point that I was on the verge of being suicidal. I decided that I would leave that company and cash out the money that I had saved up in like my 401k and stuff like that, and dive into reselling full time. Now, when I first did it, I didn't know what I was doing. There's still times where I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, but I do give credit where credit is due, that I've learned a lot since diving in full time. Now, I'm not perfect by any means. I'm not any type of eBay guru at all. But I do feel like I'm a supportive person, and if you're in need of somebody to support you in your journey, and especially doing YouTube and doing reselling, like, I'm 100% there for you. I can't watch everybody's videos. There's just so much content out there from all of us. So I can't watch every single video, but like, I support you, and this community for the most part supports you, and they've been all very supportive for me, to me, while I've been going through this journey. And something happened, not sure exactly what it is, a few months, probably about a month or two ago, where eBay sales were really great. I was doing about $6,000 a month in sales, which is pretty close to what I was making before at my full-time job. And there was just this month period recently that things just stopped, and I basically went an entire month without making any sales at all. And then things started to pick back up, but not having money stowed away, after going through my money that I did have saved up and paying bills and catching up on things, that I hit a financial struggle. I decided that I was gonna have to start looking to go back to work, and then still do eBay on the side. And that's where I'm at this point now, where I'm going to try to do a job either full-time or part-time. I still haven't really found anything that, I haven't really found anything yet, but I'm still making strides and trying to do eBay. And eBay is working, just not as fast as I need it to. But there's definitely a point to, I hit this rough patch, and I'm not going to quit, and I don't think that you should quit either if you hear any type of negative messaging that because you need to work a job and do this, that you're a terrible reseller, and you should get out of the space and make room for all these other people or make room for everybody else, when that's just not true. There's plenty of stuff out there for all of us to find. There's plenty enough stuff out there for all of us to flip, and we should all be supportive of each other. To me, it just kind of comes down to, am I quitting? Am I going to let negative outside influence determine what I do or how I run my business? No. And I don't think that anybody else should either. I think that we're all here to help one another and learn from one another, and that's how we all get better at what we do. We support one another and teach each other new categories and new products, and that's why I love watching reselling content, whether I watch the business side of, a flipper channel, or I watch the hunting side of a picker channel. I always learn something new, something I didn't know about before. I always focus on learning things about sell-through rate and trying to find high sell-through rate items. And sometimes I still pick up stuff that maybe I shouldn't pick up, or maybe I comped it wrong when I looked at it in the store. And I think that's all right. Does it matter that, things don't sell immediately as soon as you list them? No, it takes a lot of learning and a lot of experience and playing around with stuff as far as pricing and making sure that you get the most bang for your buck when you're out there and listing stuff on eBay. But I want you to know that I've gone through enough struggles myself with mental health and physical health, and if these are struggles that you go through, or you just need time and you need stability for you and your family, then I might be a small channel, but I have your back, and I think that you do what is best for you, because at the end of the day, you are what is most important. So don't listen to any outside negative influences. So don't look at these negative influences as something that you should be taking completely to heart. You'll hear about recently, bigger channels and stuff like that, even they've had to start going back to work. I've have friends in this community that I've made since starting YouTube and getting to know people, and forming these friendships, and they talk about it openly. When the money just isn't there, there's nothing wrong with doing what you need to do to provide for yourself and your family. And if this is what you want to do full time, and it's not the right time for it, eventually, as you get better doing this, you will be able to do that at some point in time. So don't make it your end goal to just dive right into this. This is not something I would say for the faint of heart to just dive right into. It's not easy to do. I made that mistake myself, but like I said, for mental health reasons, I had to, because if I didn't decide to do that, then I probably wouldn't be here right now. I enjoy being in this space, and I enjoy being around people who support me and understand me and have been my friends. Just know that here on this channel, you have that support and stuff from me, and I will always be there to help and support and talk to anybody who might need it, because there's days that I need it, and I do have the people that I can talk to openly, and they will pick up the phone when I need them, or they will read the text messages I send them when I need them. And we all need that. We all need that help and that support. So if you ever feel like you need somebody to talk to, just know that you can do that with me. Again, even like I said, if this is the first time you seeing me, my name's Anthony. You can find me here in the comments section of a video like this, any of my other videos, or you can message me on Instagram. You can hopefully, get to know me, and, if you want to help support, feel free to come by to a Whatnot show, or check out my eBay store, which is linked down below. And, whenever I can, I try to do that for other sellers too. And I just think that sense of community is very important, and I think that is something that we all strive for. This is a lonely job, or at least it can be. So it's nice to have those co-workers, if you will, that you can go to and you can talk to, and never feel afraid to reach out and say hi, or just, tell me about your day, tell me about a find you found. I would love to hear about it. I love learning new categories. If you want to point me in a direction, or you want to watch some of my old videos and go like, hey look, you walked right past this thing over here and you didn't even notice it, and here's what it is, and here's how much it sells for, and man, to keep an eye out for that next time you see it. So I just want to say to the reselling community, at least down here on this smaller end, especially, that we're all there for each other. It doesn't always feel that way, and it doesn't always seem that way, and this can be a struggle, but you keep sticking through, you keep sticking with it, and we will be there to do the best that we can to support you. And there's definitely people you can always reach out to, and in the community, and especially get to talk to people in chats when you're in anybody's live chats, and make friends, and it just makes it a lot easier to get through these tough times. I don't really know how to close out this video, but I'll just leave you guys with that. And again, I do really like and enjoy doing this as a job, and I do enjoy doing YouTube, even though you can see from my video upload schedule, or my uploads, that I don't upload very often, but this kind of being talked about in different videos, or being mentioned in videos, whether they be positive, which I appreciate, or negative, I guess I also appreciate. It gets my name out there. So just know, just take care of yourself, and be genuine, and that's what people like. I talk a lot behind the scenes with a lot of different people, and when you're a genuine person, those are the people we like to support. I guess you guys have a good day, and be on the lookout. I should be having a few more videos. I was actually getting ready to work on 2 more videos. I did some thrifting, and I have a nice instructional video of how to record a video, especially if you want to do one directly from your phone, and what apps I use and stuff to upload videos and stuff like that. So keep an eye out, those videos are coming. And I just want to say thank you to everybody if you took the time to sit here and watch this. And I'll say it again, I support you, and you keep sticking with it, because we're all going to grow and get better at this together.